Wesley nice.
Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're at 720 Bathurst Street here in downtown Toronto at the Center for Social Innovation, here to celebrate a fantastic day. It's the I Am Educational Awareness Day here with the Disability Channel. As always, I am John GROE, and today they gave me a name tag that says my name just in case I forgot. So we're here today obviously to celebrate a very great day in terms of promoting and educating everyone, the community, society, on the need for social awareness and towards persons with disabilities. We have the Deputy Minister here with us today. We have, a ton of speakers, a former NFL Super Bowl winner here today that you'll get all the information on Roku, on TELUS, on Rogers, on digital TV through Roku, on Facebook Live, and obviously myself, and obviously we're here to talk about everything ADL and everything accessibility. Without further ado, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is John GROE again, and I own a company and I run a company called Accessible Daily Living. Our mandate with the company is to provide accessibility solutions to residential, commercial, retail, institutional, industrial environments, and also support individuals with their need to achieve an accessible environment with their vehicles. So for us, we're located in the GTA, north of the GTA in Vaughan, Ontario, but we service all of Ontario. So part and parcel of what we do in the whole scope of ADL is provide consulting. So what we would do is we go out and provide services in regards to individuals who just need our expertise and knowledge to determine what is required to their space, whether it be public space, whether it be the residential private space, or whether it be a retail environment where they want to make sure that they are achieving all the accessibility best practices required in order to support everyone, inclusive design. Outside of that, we also do reporting, facility audits, personal injury audits, where we go out there and assess the environment to provide a formal report outlining the needs for a person, whether it be a brain injury, whether it be a spinal cord injury, so anything physical, cognitive, behavioral, sensory. Obviously, there's visible and non-visible disabilities, so we also provide those services as well in regards to all aspects in regards to disability. So we obviously, again, the main trend is we're always looking to correct any issues with the physical environment, but we're also here to address the silent disabilities, again, cognitive issues. Someone with a brain injury would require accessibility solutions to their home. And others is obviously bigger spectrum is from the community, public spaces where we'd have to adhere to the Ontario Building Code and obviously make places accessible for everyone to visit, whether it be employees or individual, the consumer themselves, in order to enter and exit and utilize the space within. And outside of that, we also do the contracting, which is obviously the work required in order to make spaces accessible. Ramps, stair glides, vertical platforms, elevators, bathrooms, flooring, lighting, design, layout. This is what we do. We do project management, we do consulting, we do estimating, and we do providing engineer and architectural support for our clients in doing so. So our mandate, obviously, one of the biggest things is to create an accessible Ontario by 2025. This is obviously a mandate through the Ontario government, provincial. We're hoping with the push from the province that we're going to one day have an act that will be right across the country. Right now, there is a process in place to create the very first Canadian Disabilities Act, but we are in the very primary stages of that potential. So we're really looking for, hopefully in the next few months, we'll be providing updates as to what is transpiring with the possibility of having a Canadian Disabilities Act. So from Accessible Daily Living's perspective, what we try to do and on our shows and with the people we support is provide you information of individuals, of companies, of products, of services that are out there in order to support individuals in the community with regards to breaking barriers, removing barriers, eliminating barriers to their homes, their workplaces, and workplaces and obviously retail environments. So from our perspective, what we want to achieve is an accessible Ontario, is an accessible home for our clients. And we always have to worry about what is happening in those homes. So part and parcel of what we deal with is obviously families who have had a loved one who's been affected. Dad has been affected. There's mom. There's two children. There could be a parent also living, a grandparent also living. So what we need to do is we need to look at the dynamics of the family and also achieve an accessible environment that doesn't affect the family as well. So these are the things that what we do at Accessible Day Living, and part of our responsibility to the Disability Channel and to you, the public, is to provide you this information. We've been very fortunate over the course of the last few months to have had many vital and important guests on the show that have given us information to bring to you. We've had Melissa Viger of the Brain Injury Society of Toronto, obviously outlining the services and programs that they have in the community to help individuals with brain injury. We have had Mary DeRose of DeRose Lawyers on the show to obviously support individuals who have been injured as a result of a personal injury loss, slip and falls, workplace injuries, and motor vehicle accidents. So those are to name a few. We've actually had the privilege of having a representative from American Standard come in and talk about walk-in tubs, talk about all of the fixtures and the bathroom products that are available in order to make your bathroom, which is, in our case, considered the most dangerous room in the home, safe. So from our perspective, these are some of the great shows that we have had to date that have been able to support you guys at home. Going forward, we're looking to have more shows just like the one we had with Jim Howie of Howie Saxon Henry, Jane Conte, Kate Mizuko of McLeish Orlando, and our two representatives from the Green Party and the PC Party that so graciously came to ADL offices and gave you a 1-hour episode about the changes to legislation in motor vehicle regulations in terms of what you're getting for benefits and what the policy premiums are going to cost you and what do they translate now ever since there were changes in the province to coverages. So shows like that are here from our perspective in order to educate you. And today is another great understanding of what Jay Stoyan and the Disability Channel have done in order to educate the masses of what is needed in order to make a fully accessible Ontario. Support individuals with disability, obviously employment issues, customer service issues, how we educate the masses in terms of supporting individual disabilities and how they can be such an integral part of society. So part of what I'm here to do is to advocate, is to educate, is to develop strategies for our viewership, you and for obviously the staff of the Disability Channel, in order to give insightful segments that will allow you guys to take away information that you can then translate into your day-to-day activities of living.